Hello and welcome. This is Alexander Wechsler of Wechsler Consulting here on Embedded Techwire, and today I wanted to introduce you to a brand new Microsoft technology called SignalR. Microsoft calls SignalR a real-time internet technology, but it is more. It's a messaging infrastructure. You could also regard it as a cross-process, cross-machine remoting architecture. The good thing about it is that it's pretty easy to implement. So I've got a sample here produced by Damien Edwards, the product manager in the ASP.NET group of Microsoft. What we're trying to do is we're moving in a shape, a square in an internet browser, and we're trying to publish this information on the web so that other clients, other web browsers, applications are able to subscribe to this information. So it's kind of an event router information scenario. All we need to do to achieve this is we need to implement an ASP.NET hub, a SignalR hub. You can see this here, though we have a class called MoveShapeHub, and this inherits from ASP.NET SignalR hub and has some infrastructure methods, for example, onConnected, onDisconnect, and reconnect, which handle the message protocol, so to say. And we've got the one function or one method that carries the real information. So MoveShape gets an X coordinate and a Y coordinate and tells the clients, the subscribing clients, where the location of the shape currently is. So that's pretty easy to implement. That's the endpoint, the internet endpoint. We need some JavaScript, which just tells the clients. So if somebody is dragging the shape, the information is reported back to the MoveShape hub and published to the other clients. And this all is contained in an HTML file. I don't go into too much detail here because it's pretty easy. You can look it up on your own, and I've put the URL in my blog post, so you can go to GitHub and get the code on your own and play around with that. In contrast to the normal demo, I did not use my local machine, the IIS Express, to demo it. To get a more realistic view on the performance and so on, I have put the demo in a Windows Azure website. So I've got my web server in the clouds. It's not only possible for HTML5 browsers to connect to SignalR. You could also use, for example, a .NET application, as the sample demonstrates here. So we've got the MoveShape desktop application. It's a C# application which references Microsoft ASP.NET SignalR client DLL. And in here we've got the code to work with the data provided by our hub. All right, let's move on to the demo. I've got my C# desktop application here presenting a blue draggable shape. That's a shape that sends its position to our Windows Azure SignalR hub. And here on the right-hand side, we've got a connection counter. I'm also going to open this on an Internet Explorer system here. Let me shrink it a little bit down. Enter the move shape. So we've got a connection counter of 2. And here we've got a Chrome browser as well. So we've got a connection counter of 3. If I'm going to start now dragging around the blue square, this information gets sent up into our Azure side, and the subscribing clients, which is the desktop application as well as the Chrome browser, gets the published information where the shape currently is in the Internet Explorer client. I can also go to the Chrome browser, for example, and do the dragging, and we see that the other clients get updated. So it's bi-directional. It's not only a one-way publish subscription mechanism, it's bi-directional, and the same is true here for the desktop application. Pretty cool. So let's see how this looks like on other devices as well. The first device we're going to look at is an iPad. And as you can see, as we move the blue shape in the PC browser, it's also moved on the Safari browser of the iPad. So what you see here is a clean round trip from the browser to the Windows Azure side and back to the client. We can do the same on a Microsoft SurfaceRT device, of course. So moving the shape in the PC browser affects Internet Explorer on Windows RT. And due to the fact that the SurfaceRT device has a keyboard with a mouse, we're also able to move the shape on the Windows RT device and bringing back the information to the PC browsers. One of my favorites is using a Windows Phone 8 device and the IE on the phone itself. Here again, we move the shape in the PC browser and see the effect in Windows Phone 8. And we can do the same vice versa, which is a bit more tricky because the dragging doesn't work so good in Windows Phone. And yeah, see the effect on the PC browsers as well. For the last demo of today, we're trying to do this with a MacBook Pro. Again, moving shapes on the PC are reflected in the Safari browser on the MacBook Pro. And as we switch around, move the shape in the Safari browser, the information is routed via the Windows Azure SignalR hub back to the PC. So that's SignalR. Try it out yourself and you're going to like it. Goodbye from Alexander's Techwire.